Okay, so we start. Okay, guys. So we will continue on bab pembezaan. So currently we are at Hello Karthik. If you guys got friends anytime in the middle want to join, you can share the link also. Okay, no worries. So okay. So small changes and approximation. Perubahan kecil dan perubahan kecil lah. So guys, to show perubahan kecil, to show approximation, always remember you must use the symbol delta. Okay, delta will show you approximation. Okay, ataupun perubahan kecil, small changes. Okay, guys. So now I ask you one question. D, the letter D, example dy dx. What is the meaning of the letter D? Can anyone tell me? Apa maksud simbol D tu? Cuba respon. No, it's not differentiate. A lot of people will think it's differentiate. No, no, no. I asking on this specific D, like this D, not the whole symbol. Saya tak cakap seluruh simbol tu. Saya nak simbol D tu. Bukan perubahan kecil lah, Ife. Perubahan kecil adalah simbol ni, delta. Delta untuk tunjuk perubahan kecil. Tapi simbol D ni untuk apa? What is the use of the D? Okay, so I shared to you all. Basically, D will represent the difference. Okay, difference. Difference means I give you all an example. Okay, I show you all here. Okay, let's say guys, nilai X, your X value, right? Okay, I give you a few situation. Original, yang asal punya, and also the new value, nilai yang baru. Okay, you check and see guys. Then you tell me simbol apa kamu kena guna. Whether kamu guna simbol D atau simbol data. So I show you all. So let's say X, right? Dari 1 dia pergi 2. So guys, can I tell you? Can I ask you? Nilai X asal tu apa? What is the original value of X here in the first situation? Can anyone tell me? Very good. Nilai asal X kita kat sini adalah 1. Apa nilai baru kita? What is our new value? 2. Very good. Okay, now the symbol. Adakah kita guna simbol D atau simbol delta untuk menggambarkan perubahan ni? Do we use D or delta? Okay, the rest? Sama. Try and see. Okay guys, this is where you must be careful a bit lah. Okay, kena hati-hati sikit. Guys, I know you will tell me that 1 pergi 2 tu hanya tambah 1. Am I right? The value just plus 1. But you must understand plus 1 in this chapter, right? Dalam bab ni, kita akan consider sebagai satu perubahan besar. You must understand this. This is a big change. Although plus 1. Okay, so the actual answer is actually D. Kamu kena guna simbol D. Second situation, you see carefully. When do we use delta? Kamu akan nampak dah perbezaan dia. Okay, so you see the second situation. Second situation, let's say X, 1 pergi kepada 1.01. Okay, the number 1 change to 1.01. So what is the original value here, guys? Apa nilai asal kat sini untuk X? What is our original value? Yes, is 1. What is the new value? Apa nilai baru? Very good. So now guys, can you all tell me what is the difference in the X value here? Apa perbezaan antara dua nilai X? How much? Yes, 0.01 guys. This one over here is 1. Now is 0.01. So guys, kamu cuba fikir. You think I will use D or delta? Mana satu saya akan guna? Yes, very good. So guys, you must understand lah, perubahan kecil, right, usually is in decimal, dalam perpuluhan. Walaupun satu, perubahan dia is considered very big, perubahan sangat besar. Only when it's in decimal, then only you use delta. Okay, you must be clear on this lah. Okay, so next one, let's say I give you third situation. Okay, so third situation. Okay, now let's say okay, 3 pergi kepada 2.5. Okay, 3 go to 2.5. So apa nilai X sekarang kita guys yang asal? What is our original value of X? Yes, very good. 3. Apa nilai baru X? What is our latest value? Yes, 2.5. What is the change in the value of X guys? Apa perubahan nilai X kat sini? Very good. Okay guys, if you tell me 0.5 tanpa simbol negatif, without the negative symbol is totally wrong. You must have the negative symbol. Okay, because when decrease, right, you must always add negative. Negative show you decrease. So guys, in this case, do you use delta or D? Which is the answer? Yes, very good. Because perpuluhan, decimal. So you won't use symbol D. Okay, guys, can you understand now the concept of D and delta? You must know how to differentiate. Differentiate it. Kamu kena tahu bezakan dia. Alright? So now we can go to this. Okay. So you see this equation now. Okay, so you must understand the symbol in this chapter. Symbol tu penting. Okay, so first, delta Y means that small change in Y. Perubahan kecil dalam nilai Y. Delta X, small change in X. Perubahan kecil dalam nilai X. Okay, first equation. Let's say delta Y lebih besar dari kosong. Okay, so what does this tell you guys? Can anyone tell me? Apa maksud simbol ni? Adakah perubahan dia besar atau kecil untuk delta Y lebih besar dari sifar? Is it a small change or big change? Guys, macam mana boleh jadi besar? Guys, delta. Delta maksudnya perubahan kecil. Sama ada meningkat atau menurun. Jadi tak boleh perubahan besar. Perubahan besar kita guna simbol D. Okay? Don't confuse. Okay? So that's why they say tokokan kecil. It increase a bit. Okay? Sangat kecil. Okay? So that's why we use symbol delta. Alright? So yeah. And then okay. So small change in X, perubahan kecil X, kita guna delta X. Okay? So basically, right, delta X dia akan mempengaruhi delta Y. Okay? It will affect each other. Dia akan pengaruhi antara satu sama lain. Okay? Why? Guys, do you remember this formula yang kita guna dalam bab ni untuk perubahan kecil? Ini rumus dia. So guys, you imagine and see. Cuba bayangkan. If your delta X, if your, delta X change, nilai delta X kamu berubah. Nilai ni constant, pemalas. So now I ask you a question. Adakah nilai delta Y akan berubah? Will the delta Y change? Yes or no? Yes. One variable change, everything will change already. It just needs one variable to change based on the relationship. Okay, so basically, right, this symbol you can change to equal later when you solve the question bila selesaikan, so that is easier for you. Okay, you can assume these two are almost the same, hampir sama. Okay, so yeah, this is what they are explaining to you in these two statements. Dua pernyataan ni menerangkan rumus ni. Okay. Bye sir, saya kena join. Okay. Boleh lah. Okay, so next one. This one. Okay, this formula important, penting juga. So guys, how we get this formula? Okay, very easy. So guys, usually fx, right? You learn function chapter. Kamu belajar bab fungsi. Fx tu sama dengan apa? What is it equal to? Can anyone tell me? Cuba bagi tahu saya. Fx equal to what? Very good. Y. It means the same thing. Okay, because fx dan y, dua-dua ni adalah image kamu. Both of this is your image. So that's why fx, you see y. Kamu nampak y kat situ. Second part, delta x. Okay, so basically, right, kamu boleh bayangkan macam ni. Kamu ada graf kan? Y, x. So let's say, ada suatu perubahan kecil dalam nilai X kat sini. Let's say dari 2 hingga 2.01. So guys, this small change in X, perubahan kecil X ni, adakah dia akan membawa kepada perubahan kecil dalam Y? Ya atau tak? Will it cause a small change in the Y value? What do you all think? Adakah akan ada satu perubahan kecil dalam nilai Y kita? Yes or no? Yes, of course got. Because X will affect Y. Okay, nilai X akan pengaruhi nilai Y kita secara logik lah. Okay, so that's why bila ada perubahan kecil dalam X, when there is a small change in X, macam kamu nampak kat sini, you will get this part. Okay guys, how they get the second part? Again, use back the formula. Guna balik rumus ni. Okay. So, kamu perlu cari delta Y sama dengan apa? So, delta Y is equal to dy dx times with delta X. Dy dx kali dengan delta X. So, that's how mereka boleh dapat yang ni. So, basically, rumus dia adalah Y tambah delta Y. Secara lebih mudah lah, easier for you to understand. So I can summarize it like this. So basically, fx plus delta x equal to y plus delta y. Okay? Can you understand guys? Boleh faham? Yes or no? Can Okay, very good. If you still don't understand, kamu boleh cuba untuk kembangkan yang ni. You try to expand this guys. If you expand, you will get something like this. Am I right guys? Bila kamu kembangkan yang ni. So this one is equal to what guys? You can check and see. Fx. Tadi kamu kata fx equal to y. Correct? What is f delta x? Delta y lah. Okay, because delta x yang sepadan dia adalah delta y. So now do you understand mengapa jawapan dia macam ni? So yeah, this is another way to show. Okay, so yeah. Any question so far? Kalau ada soalan boleh tanya. Okay, Nana. Okay, we go on. Okay, now another popular question that you must know in this chapter. Percentage change, peratusan perubahan dalam nilai X atau Y. So how do we count this guys? Very simple. Jangan lihat yang ni. You look at the situation here. Let's say, sekarang kita bincang pasal markah peperiksaan, exam mark. I will help you understand the concept dari situasi ni. Okay, so let's say, exam mark, original and new. Okay, let's say original. Seseorang dapat 45 for exam. Latest mark, seorang dapat 80, let's say. So guys, how do we find the percentage change in his mark? Macam mana kita boleh kira peratusan perubahan markah dia? Can anyone tell me? How do we get it? Logic lah. Siapa boleh bagi tahu? How do we calculate the percentage? Macam mana kira peratusan dia? Very good. You have to minus the two values first. Kamu kena tolak dua nilai ni untuk tahu perbezaan markah, to know the difference. Bahagi dengan apa, guys? Which one should I divide? 80 is wrong. Not total. Always remember, guys, when you checking on peratusan perubahan markah, right? Kamu kena bahagi dengan markah asal selalunya. You must divide the original mark. Okay? Then only times 100%. Boleh faham tak, guys? So, kamu kira lah how much it increase. Okay? Kalau kamu tekan calculator, you should get 77.8%. Okay? So, means that the exam mark increase, bertambah sebanyak nilai ni. Do you guys get it? This concept, can you understand or not? Kalau kamu faham yang ni, you can definitely understand this one. It's exactly the same. So now, delta X is like your change in exam mark, perubahan markah peperiksaan kamu. X2 adalah nilai asal markah exam kamu. Lepas tu, times 100 to get the percentage. So guys, I ask you all here, 4.02 and 4. Which one is the original mark? Mana adalah markah asal dalam situasi ini? Which one? The rest? Yang lain kata apa? Mana adalah nilai asal X kat sini? Okay, got different answers already. Okay, so the correct answer is actually 4. Okay, markah asal adalah 4. Okay, so now you will ask me, why 4? You check and see, guys. 4.02 minus 4. Remember, the concept is we always take the new minus original. This is the concept. Yang baru tolak asal. No matter what is the value. Tak kira nilai dia lebih rendah atau lebih tinggi. Okay, this is the concept. Always remember this. So means that 4 is the original. 4.02 nilai ni adalah nilai yang baru, the latest value. Okay, so you try again. This part, can anyone tell me which is the latest value? Mana adalah nilai yang baru? Yang sebelah kanan. Yes, 2.005. Very good. Okay, so this is the latest value. You must understand. Okay, so it's always the concept is new minus original, no matter what the value. So now, guys, I ask you a question here. Sorry, okay. So this one. So now, what I wanted to ask. Okay, so guys, you notice all the values here, right? Kalau kamu lihat semua nilai ni kan, all these values is positive. Am I right? If you notice, semua nilai ni positive. So positive show what, guys? Can you all tell me? Positive peratus tu membawa masuk apa? Very good. Positive mean increase in value. Okay, bertambah nilai dia. That is the concept. So now, let's say, guys, I get a negative percentage. What does this mean, guys? Can anyone tell me? Kalau peratusan kamu negatif, very good. The value is decreasing. That is the easiest concept to understand. You can understand like this. Okay? So means that positive and negative sign in this chapter is very important. It will tell a lot of things. Okay, so whenever something decrease, you have to put a negative sign. Okay, must. Okay, selalu kena letak simbol negatif untuk pengurangan. Okay guys, so yeah, and then this one is the formula to count percentage change, like what I explained earlier. The difference divide original value times 100%. Okay, perubahan kecil bagi nilai asal kali 100%. Okay, so are you clear with this slide guys? Can you get everything I tell? Later we will apply into the question, so don't worry. Now we are learning the concept only. Okay, clear? Huh? Okay, next one. Okay, so let us see a situation, satu situasi, a very simple situation to show you what we are learning. So let's say guys, I hit the ball. Saya panaskan bola ni. So guys, you all learn physics, right? If you hit a ball, what will happen to the ball? Does it expand? Does it contract? Bila kamu panaskan sesuatu balon, what will happen? Yes. So that's why the radius of the balloon increase, bertambah. Okay. So now guys, I ask you, 3 to 3.01, is this a small increase or big increase? Adakah ini perubahan kecil atau perubahan besar? Yes, it's a small increase. So small increase, what symbol do we use guys untuk menggambarkan perubahan kecil? Delta or D? Very good. Small increase is always delta. Okay, big increase is D. All right. So now you see the situation. So jejari 3 cm. So they pump udara. Okay. So basically, you're going to use this formula to count everything. So guys, sphere, sphera. Who can tell me the formula of the volume of sphere? Isi padu sphera. What is the answer? Slightly wrong. Sedikit silap. Anyone else want to try? This one you learn in your modern maths, volume of sphere. No, no, no. R square is wrong. 3 is wrong. Very good. R cube. Okay, guys, the correct formula is 4 over 3 pi R cube. Okay, or typo mistake. Okay, so in this chapter, right, make sure you remember all the formulas for volume. Very important for rate of change. They always like to ask all the shapes. So you need to know the formula. Okay, so yeah, usually you will use this formula to solve the question. All right, so okay, let's say we differentiate this. Kita bezakan yang ni. What will you get, guys? Can you tell me? Differentiate with respect to R. Kamu bezakan terhadap R. So dapat apa? Anyone? In this case, your Y is your volume, your your X is your R. Situasi sekarang macam ni. Okay, very good. When you differentiate this equation, you will get 4 pi R square. Okay, so means that what is the symbol, guys, for this equation when you differentiate? Bila kamu bezakan. No, no, no. You have to follow the equation. Kena lihat simbol dalam persamaan. Yes. Okay, you should write dv over dr equal to 4 pi r square. Okay, so this is the symbol we are using. Now, you get 4 pi r square. What is the r we will substitute? Nilai r tu kita ganti dengan nilai mana? Is it we substitute 3 or 3.01? Which one? Nilai r kita. What's the value we substitute, guys? Anyone? Okay, some more? I want to see more people. What you all say? which value we substitute? 4 pi r square, right? This r over here, kita ganti dengan nilai apa? Which value? Anyone? Some more guys, not sure. Okay, remember this from today. When you substitute any value after differentiate, always substitute the original value. Gantikan nilai yang asal. So what is our original value here, guys? 3. Okay, so always substitute original. So then you can apply this formula here to count your delta y. Boleh kira dah. Okay, in this case is delta v lah. Kamu kena kira. Okay guys, can you imagine the situation here? Boleh bayangkan? So this is the general process how to solve small changes question. Okay, so let us see some example question. Okay, now we practice. Okay, so for question 1, you all tell me which question you want me to discuss. Kamu rasa mana yang nak dibincangkan? Or the one that is hard for you? Okay, we discuss question C. Okay, so we see the question. So the question give you something already. I learn in English actually. I know, but then some people take BM also. So that's why I mix so that everyone can understand. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you see here, kadar perubahan X 2 unit per saat. The rate of change of X is 2 unit per second. So guys, how do we write the symbol? Can anyone tell me? Macam mana kita tulis simbol ni? Rate of change of X. Very good. dx dt. So you will say dx over dt equal to 2. So this is the information. So now, question is this one. Find the rate of change of y. Kadar perubahan y. So what is the symbol for these guys? Can you all tell me? Very good. dy dt. Okay. So now you got two symbol already. So what rule are we using here? Apa petua kita guna kat sini? Very good. Petua rantai. Chain rule. Okay. Always remember, you must try to connect all these equation into one rule, which is called chain rule. So basically, you want to find dy dt. So dy dt equal to what, guys? Can you form the chain rule for me? So anyone? Boleh bentukkan petua rantai ni? Okay. Yes, very good. Okay, you all understand lah. dy dx times dx dt. Okay, these two will cancel out. Dia akan potong. So that's why you have your answer dy dt. So that is how you form the chain rule basically. So what is our aim here is you must try to get two same quantity up and down. Kamu kena ada dua quantity sama, atas dan bawah pecahan, supaya boleh potong. So that's how you will get your answer here, dy dt. Okay guys, so make sure you know how to form your chain rule. Okay, so yeah, so now we can discuss question C already. So for question C, okay, we have to differentiate this. Am I right? Kita kena bezakan persamaan ni. So guys, if you see this kind of function, how do we differentiate this? Can anyone tell me? Yes, very good. Yes, always remember guys, bring up the denominator. Bawa yang ni, naik atas. So that, so that is easier for you to solve. So now guys, let me ask you one question. Can I use quotient rule over here? Boleh tak saya guna petua hasil bahagi to find dy dx? Yes or no? Why no? Mengapa tak boleh? Actually can. Boleh. Guys, if no variable, right, you differentiate, you will get 0. Correct? So basically, in the quotient rule formula, right, you just cancel off that term. There is another term. When you differentiate this, you will get something. Yes. So basically, quotient rule also can use. But the easier one, yang lebih senang, is like what you say lah. Direct differentiate. You will get the answer quicker. So you bring on top, you will get this. Okay. So now, how we differentiate? Power multiply in front. Kuasa bawa ke depan. And then power minus 1, minus 4. Is it finished, guys? Adakah pembezaan sudah siap? Okay, so what should I do? Very good. Don't forget, guys, inside bracket must differentiate. Every single content must be differentiated. Okay, setiap kandungan dalam persamaan kena bezakan. Yes, very good. So final answer, you will get negative 18. You can bring this bottom, 3x minus 5 power 4. Yes. So now you can see this value. Am I right? So this value, you substitute inside this x. Yes. Then you will get your value for dy dx. Kamu dah dapat nilai dy dx. So now, you just have to apply this formula. So you will get negative 18 bahagi 3 times 2 minus 5 power 4 kali dengan dx dt. dx dt is where is it? 2. Okay, the value is 2. So then you just press calculator, you get the answer. Okay, so do you understand, guys, how to solve question C? Boleh faham? Can? Okay, good. So now, guys, when you get the answer, right, do we have to put unit or not? Adakah kita perlu letak unit kat belakang jawapan kita? Yes or no? Based on the question. The rest? What do you all say? Okay, so basically the answer is you have to put unit. Kamu kena letak unit. Yes. Okay, guys, you see carefully, this one over here. Do you all see that dx dt, they put a unit, 2 unit per second. The unit is called unit per second. You must write like this. This is the whole name for the unit. You must include the word unit also. Because, right, all these questions, semua soalan ni kita bincangkan dalam graph. We are talking about the change of x and y in the graph. So guys, when you have a graph, you imagine and see x, y, then you got something like this. So let's say something change here, delta x. So what is the unit actually? The unit is called as unit itself. Unit per second. If we're talking in terms of time, dari segi masa, then we add the per second. Do you all get it? Because in coordinate geometry, you all learn, right? Dalam bab geometry coordinate, we always have to write the word unit at the back. Like example, area. Remember coordinate geometry, guys? Untuk luas, when you do, you have to write your answer as unit square. Am I right? So it's same for this condition here. Exactly the same. So that's why you have unit per second. Okay. So make sure you write that unit. Okay. So any other question you want me to discuss from number 1 that you have problem? Ada apa-apa lagi soalan tak? for number 1. Okay, Eddie. Number 1 can, huh? Okay. So we try number 2. Number 2, any question you have that you find difficult? If you really find difficult, please tell. Don't be shy. Okay, very good. E. Okay, so we discuss E. All right. So for this question, terbalik, they give you the rate of change of Y. Okay, D also. Later we go for D. So kadar perubahan Y. What is the symbol, guys? Can you all tell me? Very good. dy dt equal to 6. So now they want you to find dx dt, kadar perubahan x. So you must find out dy dx. So over here, you must differentiate this equation. Kamu kena bezakan yang ni. So guys, this kind of equation, how to differentiate? Macam mana bezakan? Very good. Okay, we use the quotient rule. Petuah hasil bahagi. Correct. So, do you all have problem with quotient rule? Anyone here? Because I think it's quite easy as long you can apply the formula lah. Okay, the formula for quotient rule is like this. V du dx minus u dv dx over v square. You apply this formula. Okay, so I think you all can do it for this one. But now guys, if you see this question carefully, nampak betul-betul. At this part, they never give you your x value, guys. So how do I get to know my dy dx value? Can anyone tell me? Macam mana boleh tahu nilai dy dx? Sebab mereka beri nilai y sahaja, tak ada nilai x. So how? Inside where? Very good. Inside the main equation to find your x value. Correct. Okay, so you must do one extra step. Substitute your y to count your x. Then only you substitute your x inside your dy dx expression. This is the concept. Then you apply chain rule as usual. Okay, so I can show you the working here for number 2. Let me see. Number 2. Okay, it's over here. Okay, so this is the answer for 2E. Okay, this is the working. So you will get final answer is dx dt equal to 18 unit per second. All right, so this is the quotient rule over here. Basically, you just need to simplify until the most simplified version. Kamu permudahkan sampai kat akhir until it's the most ringkas already. Okay, so yeah, any problem with 2E? I think should be okay with you all. Can okay, good. So now for those that ask for D, so Alan D. Okay, this one. What rule do we use here, guys, for this type of question? Petua apa? Yes, we use the product rule here. Okay, so again, it's the same concept. But this one, you have to change it. Kamu kena tukar cert to index form. So guys, square root, what is the index that we'll write? Very good, power half. Okay, then you differentiate as normal. So this is for the part D. Okay, I think this one, the question repeat. So you can see like this. So this is the product rule. The formula is u dv dx plus v du dx. All right. So yeah, this part over here, anyone struggle for the arrow I put? Anapana too. Anyone don't know how to do that one? Or are you all okay? Okay, I show. Okay, this part, right? A lot of people will get stuck, but this one actually is the basic maths. So what you do is you try to combine these two fraction into single fraction. Kamu combine dua-dua pecahan ni bentuk pecahan tunggal. Okay, so you will get something like this. You make the denominator the same. Okay, so now guys, you see these two terms, they are the same. What we do is we will try to divide among these two terms. Kita akan bahagi dua sebutan ni. So guys, this one divide this one. What is your answer? Can you all tell me? You will get 1. Am I right? Nombor satu saja. Because it's exactly the same. So you divide both, it cancel off. So you left with 1. Then you will times with the number on top. X minus 6. So your answer is x minus 6. Can you get it? For the first fraction, this is the concept you must know. And then second part, 2/3 x minus 1 divide by 1. What will you get? You will get back this one. Then times that answer with this one. That is the pattern. So now, third x minus 1 times third x minus 1. What do you all get? Apa kamu dapat bila darab? Yes, you get back the content inside the third. So you write like this. So this is how they get this answer. Do you understand now? For cultic. Okay, so yeah, then you can get the answer already. Okay, negative 6. Okay, so if you try to analyze this value and see negative 6, what does it mean for the x value when you see a negative? Very good. The value of x decrease with time. Okay, nilai x tu berkurang apabila masa berlalu. Okay, so number 2, any other question that you find struggle? I think shouldn't have lah. D and E is the most complex already among everything. So now we discuss number 3 because number 3 about the same, but it's more of like exam type of question. So this one, guys, you see this kind of formula dy dx. How do we solve it? What rule do we use? Petu apa? Yes, again product rule. So this one no need to show lah. Exactly the same as this. Okay, just the number change only. Okay, so you just need to apply product rule over here. So you will get this one. Okay, so you try to simplify as much as possible. Again, this step to this step is like what I showed earlier. You combine both fraction to form the single fraction, pecahan tunggal. Okay, so then you just simplify until the bottom. Then you substitute the value x equal 5 because the question tell you x equal to 5 for part B lah. Okay, so you just substitute x equal 5, then you will get your value for dy dx. Nilai dy dx is this one, 5 over 2. Then apply chain rule. Question asks you to find dy dt. So you must form the chain rule. Dy dx times dx dt. This one is given in the question 6. So as always, final answer, make sure you put your unit. Kena letak unit. Unit per second. Okay, guys? Can you get it for all these 3 questions? Can, okay. If you can get it, means no problem lah with this part. Okay, so we see some more. This one is higher level a bit. We apply it in daily life question. You can see the question is a bit different. Okay, so let us see question number 1. Okay, so you have a curve, quadratic curve, persamaan quadratic. So they say at this specific point, kadar perubahan x is this one. Okay, guys, when you see this, what is the symbol you can write? Apa simbol kamu boleh tulis? Kada perubahan x. Rate of change of x is 3. Yes, you can write dx dt equal to 3. First information. And then question is find the rate of change of y. Kada perubahan y. So this is your question mark. So now you must find your dy dx. Okay, so you just need to differentiate this equation. So very easy lah. You will get 1 over 4x after differentiate. So the x, what value you substitute for the x? Apa nilai? Very good. Okay, because we want to find the gradient at this specific point. The tangent is like that. So that's why we substitute x is 4. So your dy dx equal to 1. So now the chain rule will be like before. dy dt equal to dy over dx times dx over dt. Okay, I think this question is quite simple still for number 1. Okay, so shouldn't have problem. Okay, now number 2 and 3, you must imagine a bit already. Okay, it's more of imagination. So now they tell you that the area of a square, segi empat sama, the side is x. It increase at this rate. So guys, for this quantity, can you all tell me what is the symbol that we write? Apa simbol dia? I want the complete one. 8 cm square per second. So how do we write it for differentiation? Very good. dA dt equal to 8. Okay, because cm square show you area. Cm square is for luas. Second per time. So that's why it's dA over dt. Okay, so next the question is find the rate of change of one of the side. So they tell you that the side is x. So what is the symbol, guys? Can anyone tell me for this quantity? You cannot just simply put your symbol lah, Karthik. You must follow the question. If question give x, you have to put dx dt. Don't just simply invert your symbol because h can mean height. Usually h is for height, not for the length or width. Okay, so now you can draw out and imagine. Okay, let's say you got a square, x and x. So now your area will be x square. Correct? So now they ask you when the luas is 4 cm square. So guys, you can find out your x. Am I right? What will be the value of x? Apa nilai x dia? So x will equal to 2. So now I ask you all, negative 2 can or not? Negative 2 boleh tak? Okay, very good. Because now we are talking about length. Correct. So x equal to 2. So now you can differentiate the equation. So dA over dx, you will get 2x. Substitute x equal to 2, you will get 4. So now you can find the answer. The chain rule. dx over dt. Okay, can you form the chain rule for dx dt? Or directly tell the answer? What will it be? Make sure your answer is complete, guys. Complete means you must put the unit also. So anyone can tell the answer? Apa jawapan dia for this one? You have 4 and then dA dt is 8. So what is your dx dt? Can you comment? Karthik? What will be the answer? How come you guys so silent suddenly? So how much you get, guys? Dx dt. Oh, I thought you fall asleep already. I got scared for a while. Oh, okay. What is your answer for dx dt? The rest, Ame, Nazif, Steven, what do you get for dx dt? Apa nilai kamu? dA dx is 4, dA dt equal to 8. So kamu dapat apa untuk dx dt? So anyone get it, Adi? So dx dt is equal to dx dA times with dA dt. Am I right? So this is your formula now. So means that, not 32. Careful, huh? There is a trick here, guys. This is dA dx. This is dx dA. So you cannot direct take 4 times 8. So how? Yes, you must flip it. So it's basically 1 over 4 times 8. So your answer is 2. Understand? So what is the unit here, guys? Apa unit yang kita guna to write our final answer for dx dt? You should write? Oh, show again. Yes, very good. The answer is cm per second. Because x is length, t is time, so cm per second. Okay, so understand? Can get it for number 2? I think it's still easy for number 2. Number 3 got catch a bit. So you can see over here, you can imagine you have a cube. Okay, kamu ada satu kubus. Okay, this is the important information, guys. They say that the cube melts at the rate of that. So what is the symbol first, guys? Can you all tell me? 10.5. How do I write the symbol? Okay, very good. dv dt equal to what, guys? Sama dengan apa? This is where I catch a lot of people. So what is your answer for this? dv dt, what is your value? Can you all tell me? Some more? The rest? What do you all think? What will be the value for dv dt? Ame, Nazif, Steven. You should get negative 10.5. Okay, the answer is negative 10.5. So why negative, guys? Can you all explain to me why you put negative? Very good. Okay, melt. When you melt, the volume will decrease. Okay, isi padu akan berkurang. Yes, it will reduce. So that's why we add the negative symbol. Common mistake, people will just write 10.5. Okay, very common because sometimes we read very fast, we just put 10.5. So make sure you add the negative for melt. Okay, so now, okay, so you have a cube, x every single side. So you can say that volume equal to x cube, dv dx equal to 3x square. So you substitute x equal to 10, gantikan x sama dengan 10, you will get 300. Okay, so what is the unit here, guys? Can anyone tell me? dv dx, apa unit dia? What will be the unit for this situation? Are you sure? Volume is cm cube. but now we are talking dv over dx. So what is our unit for this 300 value? No. Come on, guys. Try. V over x. If you take volume divide by length, what do you get, guys? Can you all tell me? You will get area. Am I right? Yes. The answer is cm square. So 300 cm square. That is the concept behind it. Okay. So then you can find out your dx dt already. So dx dt sama dengan dx over dA kali with dx over dv kali with dv over dt. Okay. So your answer will be like this. Jawapan macam ni. Alright. So you have to find dx dt. Ini adalah soalan kamu. Okay, so over here, right, guys, take note the unit is per minute, bukan per saat. Okay, you can see the question put per minute because I know you all very used to cm per saat. Am I right? You always write cm per saat directly if it's dv over dt. But make sure you check the question. It's not always mean is per saat. Dia boleh ubah per minute, per hour. Maybe this one they ubah to meter also can. So you must be careful. Okay. So yeah. So can you get it, guys? These three questions. Do you understand how to solve? Boleh dapat? Can Okay, good. Okay, more challenging a bit. These two questions, slightly more challenging than the previous three. So now you got a candle, cylinder, radius 3 cm, height is h, and then volume is v. Okay, this part. They say that the height decrease at a rate of 0.6 cm per minute. So how do I write the symbol, guys, for this? Okay, correct. dH over dt equal to negative 0.6 cm per minute. Okay, this is the first information. So now, first question, they ask you to express V in term of H. So I think this one is just the, different a bit. Okay, so you know that volume of cylinder is what, guys? Can you all tell me? Isi padu cylinder. What's the formula? That's all? Yeah, pi r square h. Okay, circle is pi r square. Okay, so volume is pi r square h. Okay, yeah. So then they tell you the radius is 3 cm. So you can substitute inside. Always be careful, guys. When you got two variables, right, playing over here, as you can see here, pi r square h. You got two variables, radius and height. So now, if you differentiate directly, do you know which one to differentiate? Yes or no? Like you cannot just simply assume you do dv/dr, then you get 2 pi rh. Okay, cannot. You must know what is the exact variable you want to differentiate because it can also be dv/dh. Got chance. Okay, so you must check and see. So usually in this kind of situation, right, we will substitute either variable with an expression. Maybe sometimes they give you a condition. The height is 3 times the radius. Have you all seen question like this, guys? Sometimes they will relate like this. So that you got only one variable on the right hand side. Easier for you to decide which one you want to differentiate. Because if you differentiate, then only substitute, right? The value won't be the same already. If you substitute first, then differentiate, it's totally different. So you must be careful on that part. Okay, so yeah, in this case it's very easy because they direct tell you usually must sub after differentiate. Yeah, that is the general process. But in this case, right, if they give you the value like this and ask you to express v in term of h, you sub first. Yeah, so you will get 9 pi h after you substitute for part A. Okay, So the reason is, if you see carefully, you got this information already, dH/dt. So means that you can predict already without anything, guys. You tell me and see. If I want to form a chain rule, should I do dV/dr or dV/dH? Provided that I have this information, dH/dt. Take a guess. You got dH/dt. Now you want to choose which one to differentiate, R or H. Which one is better in this case? What do you all think? Eh? Are you sure? You got dH/dt information, you know. You must remember, guys, if you do dV over dr, right? You got dV/dr and you got dH/dt. How are you going to link these two? That's the question. We cannot cancel off any value. So that's why we will do dV/dH so that dH and dH can cancel. So this is how your mind should think. You must try to eliminate one variable if you want to use chain rule. Okay, you cannot have 4 variables. Maximum is 3 for chain rule. All right. So that's why for part B, you want to find dV/dt. So dV/dt is dV/dH times dH/dt. So this will be the answer. Okay. So dV/dH, basically you will get 9 pi after differentiate times with the information given, negative 0.6. So that is your final answer. Okay, guys, can you get it? Question 4. I think it's still okay, not that hard for question 4. Question 5 might be harder a bit. This one is slightly harder. Okay, so if you see the situation, right, guys, what is the first feeling that come to your mind when you see this kind of question? I know you all will think directly it's gonna be hard. Am I right? When you see this kind of triangle already. But one thing you must notice, right, guys, in this diagram, before you read the question or anything, please try to notice a smaller triangle inside a larger triangle. This is what you should analyze first before you read the question itself. Can you see this, guys? So for this kind of diagram, what is the name we call for these two triangles? When you have a smaller triangle inside the larger triangle, very good. The ratio is the same. That is a very important concept for this question, which means that, okay, let me use different color. Okay, let's say the red is for the smaller triangle. So the base of the smaller triangle, you can compare it to the base of the large triangle, and you can compare the height of the small triangle to the height of the large triangle. The ratio will be equal. That is the concept over here. It will help a lot. Okay, later you see. So this concept they like to test in maths is called similar triangle. Have you heard of this word, guys? Segitiga serupa, similar triangle. Similar triangle, basically, additional knowledge lah for you. You can search it up on Google, similar triangle. Then you will see this concept. A smaller triangle inside a bigger triangle, the ratio of the base length and height will be the same. So that's the interesting fact about this triangle. Okay. So it cannot apply if you have completely two different triangle. It must be one inside, one bigger one outside. Then only the ratio will be the same. Okay. So now we see this question. Okay. So he's walking at this rate. Okay, from the lamp, nighttime. Okay, so they give you this information. Question is, find the rate of change for the length of his shadow. Okay, so what do you all think, guys? How to do this? Anyone know? You want to find the rate of change of the length of his shadow when he is walking. Any idea? If you don't know, you just say don't know. I can explain. Okay. So I explain now. Okay. You see here, as what I showed you all just now, the concept of similar triangle. Okay. So you can see that you can divide it like this. So we make assumption. Let's say we give a symbol. The base of the small triangle is called S. The total length for the big triangle base, we call it as L. Okay, you must put certain alphabet. Then only we can find the relationship. So guys, can you see this? This equation, how it come? From the concept I explained to you just now. The ratio of the height and base length will be equal. So basically, 6 divided by x plus s equal to 1.8 divided by s. Can you see the ratio, guys? Means this one is talking about the big triangle. This one is talking about the smaller triangle. Can you see it? So basically, we are comparing h big over length big equal to h small over length small. You can compare like this. Okay. So then you just rearrange the equation only s in term of x. Okay. So wait, let me see. Okay. So basically, right, s is going to be your length of shadow. Okay. If you refer the diagram here, let me rub. You must see it carefully. So where is the shadow, guys? If you see here, this is the shadow. Am I right? So this is the S in this triangle. So the other one, this side, we just give it a symbol of X. Okay, S is for shadow. That's why they use the letter S. Okay, so then you can find out ds dx. Am I right? So you just differentiate the equation 3 over 7. So the question is, find the rate of change of length of shadow. So it's ds dt. So what is the chain rule here, guys? You can take ds over dx times dx over dt. So where is the dx over dt? This is your dx over dt. The speed of what you're walking at, 3.5 meter per second. So that's why we times with 3.5. So can you get it, guys? The answer is 1.5. Do you get it? So do you find this question a bit interesting or not? It's one level up. A lot of people will struggle to get this equation because if you don't know the concept of similar triangle, you cannot solve the whole question already because you have to start with this starting point. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so the next one, hujung bayang-bayang, the end of the shadow. So basically, just now in the first part, right, we made an assumption. Hujung bayang-bayang, the end of the shadow from the lamppost. We give it a symbol of L. Okay, and if you refer here, x plus s is equal to L. Okay, so from here, you can actually get an expression. S, just now we already have it, 3 over 7x. So you add both to get your L. So then you can apply differentiation, dl dx. Because we want to find out our L now, dl dt, rate of change of the end of the shadow, which is L. Okay, so you will get something like this. Okay, I think part B is much easier to understand if you get your part A answer. Okay, guys, can you get it? This question? Just make sure your labeling is clear. Then you can understand like what does your L represent, X represent, what does your S represent, so that you don't confuse. Okay, so yeah, this is the question. Okay, so let me check and see. Okay, few more only. Okay, so for this one, I'll make you choose which one you want because they are repeating. Okay, so for question 1, do you want to discuss any particular question? This one is on the small changes. Just now was rate of change. Now we come to the small changes part. So anyone want to discuss for question 1? Any particular question? Nana? Okay. Number 2. Any question? I think number 2 also quite easy still. So number 2, do you all want me to discuss any particular thing? If none, I will discuss 3 and 4 because 3 and 4 is harder a bit. Okay, so we go 3 and 4. Okay, these two questions very famous in exam also, especially this one. Have you seen, guys, this kind of question? Find the approximate value of this number. Have you all seen this kind? I think it's quite famous. So guys, I know a lot of people will just press calculator. Am I right, guys? You just press the calculator, you get the answer already. Correct? But that is the wrong way. Tak boleh guna cara tu. Okay, double check can, but you have to show your working. Don't direct write the answer. Okay, you must be smart a bit also lah. Okay, so now you got y equals 16 over x squared. So first part, very easy. Just differentiate, then substitute x equal to, you will get the answer. So the second part, they want you to determine the approximate value for this. So now guys, what is your original value of x over here? Is it 2 or 2.02? Yes, the original value is actually 2. Okay, the latest value is 2.02. So what is your delta x, guys? Can you all tell me? Very good, 0.02. So now, can I find my delta y? I think should be able to, right? Because you have your value of dy dx already. So it's basically dy over dx times delta x. You will get the answer for delta y. So now, for this one, basically, you must do like this over here. Where is it? Okay, this one. So you got your dy dx already over here. Where is the value? Oh, over here, they never actually substitute the value. Oh, okay. Over here, -4. Okay. And then delta x, 0.02. So one thing you didn't find here was your y. So how to get the original y is you substitute the x inside your equation to get your original y value. Okay. And then you have your dy dx. So if you recall, just now we studied on this. Am I right? This equation is equal to y plus delta y. Am I right? So you can actually use this formula over here to count the value of this. So basically this one is this fx plus delta x. So you must find out the right hand side. So it's basically your original y value, which is 4, plus with, you can express delta y because we don't have delta y in our question. So delta y equal to what? You can use the formula lah, equal to dy dx times delta x. So you get this one. Okay, then you just substitute all the values and then count out 3.92. Okay, can you get the steps, guys, how to solve this kind of question? I think should be able to. Okay, can. Okay, very good. Okay, number 4, another famous question, percentage change. They like to ask also. So now they tell you got, okay, so you see this question. So they tell you got 4% change in y. Okay, so how do I express this? So percentage change in y is equal to what, guys? Is equal to delta y divide y times 100%. Am I right? This is the formula we have. So now we substitute 4% divide by 100. I shift this one over here. So you will get 4 over 100. equal to delta y over y. So now we need to find out some values. X equal to 2. I can find out my y equals to 4. Substitute x equal to 2. So you just change this y with 4. You can get your delta y already. Okay. So now, yes, we're doing number 4. Hey, sorry. Oh my God. I used the number 3 value. Yes. Sorry. Okay. I so confused already. So the question is, find the percentage change in x. Think too much and maths already. Okay, percentage change in x is basically delta x divide x times 100%. Chill lah. When you do and maths, guys, do you all chill lah? Like during exam situation. Just a question. Yes, wow, means you're very pro already lah. If you can chill during and maths, means you really good already. Exam definitely no. Yeah. Okay. So this one, sir, if I nervous, then GG already. Normal lah. For every people also like that. Once they nervous during maths especially, right? Sometimes the mind will go blank. Am I right? Because you cannot focus already on like your steps or something. But actually you can do. It's just because of the nervous feeling only you suddenly go blank. The knowledge is there, but it's just that it cannot come out to your paper to write. So that is the thing. Don't get nervous because it's wasted only. Because you have the knowledge, but you cannot write it out because you not focused already. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So you got your y equation. You can. What can we do, guys? Over here. What do you think we can do? If you got y equation, yes, you can differentiate it, correct? So you will get this one, okay, after differentiation. So then delta y. So how do we get our delta y? Okay, basically it's from this equation lah. Okay, you will get 4 over 100y. Sorry, just now we don't have the y value, so you must just leave it like that. So delta y is 4 over 100y, or you can change it like that. So now guys, you see over here, the y here, you have the equation. Am I right? So you can substitute the y with x. Why do we do this? Because our question is to find this. Am I right? Percentage change in x. So we cannot have an equation in term of y. We must have the equation in term of x. So that is easier for us to solve the x. Okay. So basically now delta y we have, dy dx we can find out the delta x using this formula here. Okay. So then you find out delta x, divide by x times 100%. You will get the answer. Can you get it, guys? This one a bit more complicated, but do you get the idea? It's basically you must substitute. This is the most important step over here, this one. If you didn't do this one, right, you cannot find the answer, this part over here. Change your y to x so that you can apply this formula and get your delta x. X, you just leave it as x because we don't have any value here for x. So you cannot substitute anything. So you just leave it as x because x will cancel out each other at the end here to get your final answer. Okay. So are you clear, guys? Question 3 and 4. Can get it? Wow, today we actually discussed so many questions because few people, right? Less people ask question, right? The flow is so smooth. Wow, this is the reason they say, guys, quality is better than quantity. The feeling, I mean the meaning really hit now. It doesn't mean when a lot of people join is good because more question, so the flow will be disrupted a bit. So if not, cannot cover like this one. It's not spitting, it's just like telling the facts only. Okay, so this one to 4, what question you want me discuss? This is the last page already for today. Means today lesson complete already. We complete chapter 2 with this exercise. So any question you want? 1 to 4 that you find difficult? Because we still have 5 more minutes, so we can discuss a question. Okay, later we talk all that. So what question you want me discuss? 1 to 4. Fine. Everything okay? Okay, maybe I just choose one lah. Okay, I choose this one lah, because the formula look a bit weird. So I just choose number 1. Yeah. Okay. So if you study physics, you have seen this formula. Am I right? For your pendulum. Actually, the basic formula is like this: L over G. In this question, they already substitute your gravitational acceleration G equal to 10. So that's why you get this one over here. Assumption G is 10. Okay. So then you can solve the question. So they tell you L increase by this value. So can you all tell me, guys, delta L is how much for this question? What will be the answer for delta L? Yes, very good. 0.05. Question is find out your delta T. So now we need to differentiate. Okay, so for this equation, a bit special, you have to differentiate. Let me see. Okay, so basically you can differentiate it like this. Okay, you change the third form, L over 10 power half. So power half, multiply in front with the 2 pi, you get this. Power minus 1. So L over 10, you will get negative half. And then remember, don't forget, differentiate the content, 1 over 10. So that's how they get 1 over 10. Then you simplify your whole answer over here. You will get like this. So now guys, always remember your L value. What value do you substitute, guys? 9 or 9.05 for this question? Always we will substitute which value? Yes, we substitute the number 9 always. Or in other words, your original value. Okay, always remember to sub your original value. So then you will get this one. You have your delta L. So you can find out your delta T already by using the formula. Okay, so make sure you have your units second. Okay, after you simplify. Okay, guys, do you understand question 1? I think the others is no problem. It's very easy. So you just take note. Make sure you add the negative sign for question 3 and 4. Other than that is easy. No problem for this. But make sure you memorize the formula. Like sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cube. Cube is x cube. And then circle is pi r square. That's all. Okay, guys, are you clear for today's lesson? So basically, we completed differentiation already, differentiation chapter from Bezan. So next week, next class is revision class. Means we revise the whole topic in one class itself, from the start until the finish. We do question only from the question I give. Okay. So any question on today's lesson that you feel like anything you want to ask? Well, imagine today's class over 4 minutes earlier. Very efficient lah. Usually I will drag like 5 minutes extra because still explaining, because a lot of people. But you see today 4 minutes we still have, but finish chapter 2 already. So fast. So quite good. So just now you had, yeah, that's the problem. But I don't think it's a problem because it's like quite nice also when small group like that. Yeah, true also. But I just worried for the rest, like hopefully they still focus lah on the class, like watch recording, all the stuff. Like hopefully there's not anyone who like just give up on NMATs already, something like that. I think they all prefer recording also because it's like more convenient and can watch at your own time. Okay, so just now you tell your trials is September 1st. Am I right? So how is the feeling? Different school is different. It's not the same. Yeah, it's not standardized. Nervous, you got 1 more month lah. Actually, no, 1 more month, 2 more months for your trial. Trial is every topic come out, right? For all subject. Your school got finished the syllabus, to be honest. Yeah, that's the thing. I think the school is around where I am, right? Currently. Or maybe a bit faster lah, maybe at maths chapter 4, maybe, I think. Oh, integration only. So about the same pace lah as me. Because school only start in March. Am I right, guys? My class also start in March. So actually our pace is the same. That's why memang cannot finish. Not enough time. So yeah, that's the thing. That's why you must watch my YouTube video lah. Every topic already there for admits. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all got. You have to watch ahead. Bio, you see bio YouTube channel lah. Every single subject you book a YouTube channel, guys. You will definitely have modern technology already. Yeah, what to do? Bio is challenging because of that 28 chapters. At least your admits also 20 chapters only. Not 20, 18. And the other two is not included also. It's optional. So actually 16 only. So at least much more manageable than bio, 12 less. You mean for degree? Oh, degree I plan to take actuarial science. Have you heard of it? You know lah what I mean. A lot of maths. Am I right? Sunway, KL. Hopefully, not so sure yet. Yes, yes. They earn a lot. Even compared to the doctors, actually actuarial science I think earn more actually than doctor. Some more doctor work is so tiring, more burden, more pressure. I feel it's better to be actuarial science rather than doctor. Unless you have really got a lot of passion for bio, then you take doctor. You will excel well. But if half, right? Better not. No point. You earn the money, also not satisfied. What's the point of working as doctor? Just to get the title of doctor and feel like better a bit, but actually you're not happy, so it's no point. You're gonna do you like bio back then? No, that's why I never take bio after SPM already. SPM I still take, but after that no more, because enough is enough already. SPM itself I struggle because I don't like memorizing subject. I like analytical subject like maths, physics, chemistry. Yeah lah, A plus lah, but force myself to study until get A plus. Of course, you can force and study to get A plus, guys. No problem. A lot of people out there also force themselves to study at maths and still get A plus. Am I right? Means it's still doable. It's just like the feeling only is not there. How do you study for bio back then? To be honest, I do a lot of exercise, like try a lot of objective question, because I feel like objective for bio, right, is a bit hard to score. Am I right? Do you have that problem? Usually my mark is like 30 something, or maybe sometime lower. So yeah, that's why I push a lot for objective. Just try a lot of question. But I feel like physics and chemistry, right, can get higher than 35 for me. But bio always behind for some reason. So that's why Paper one was hard, but paper two, I still score quite well, like 80 something out of 100. So yeah, still can manage the A plus. Trial result. Trial result. Let me think. I think it was definitely not straight A plus. Got mixture of A plus and A. I think don't have A minus, if not mistaken. I think none. Yeah. I also thinking now. Yeah, yeah. Don't have A minus. Huh? Why you want to know? If you want to send me present, then yes lah. I tell you. Wish only, yeah. If wish mean anyone also can wish. Everyone in the group there also can wish happy birthday, like that. But who sent the present is the one who care the most. Am I right? Okay, so I tell my birthday is 10/10, 10 October. Very nice number, right? 10/10. That's why I like maths, because must score perfect always. 10/10. Okay, you score A plus. A plus for maths also, huh? Is it a deal? Or you say it's just for maths? Okay, maths means okay, accept the challenge. I see later when the result come out. I'll remember your name because I got save your number already, so I'll know. When SPM result keluar, right? The first person I'll ask the result is you. Can? Because you already say this. So wait for it lah. I always like A minus range. Can push up one. Because SPM, the grade will drop a lot for admits. So your A minus that you get currently, right, in SPM might be an A plus already. So actually A minus is good already because the grade will drop always. So your grade will always be higher than what you are right now. That's why you can see SPM got so many straight A. Am I right, guys? Like last SPM got like above 10,000 people get straight A's. Am I right? Out of 300 something thousand students. So it's still quite a lot, because if they put the grade at 90, right, definitely won't be 10,000 who get straight A. Definitely not. Okay, I wait. Okay, you already say, huh? Okay, sure. I think you all can get good result one surely. It's just that this batch is just a bit rush. That's the only problem with your batch currently. Do you all agree? Like everything is so rush compared to the previous batches also. That's the problem. But hopefully you all can keep up with it. Like just don't stop the motivation. Actually, this time, right, is the most important time for you all to like make a big improvement. Because if you wait for after trials, then only you want to push, right? The push will be a bit harder. You will feel more stress. So it's might as well you push from now. You stagger it so that your improvement, maybe trial improve a bit, but SPM you will get the best already, rather than you push from a bad trial result to a very good SPM result is much harder. When can we finish all the syllabus, bro? You mean for my class? Oh, good question. I plan for end of October. Sorry, not end October, middle October. I plan. So we got 3 months. I think can. Maths, yes, my birthday time. So basically, the remainder of the time is we will revise the Form 4 syllabus from October until your SPM. That's the plan. Chapter 1 to Chapter 10 Form 4 syllabus means that one lesson we cover one topic in a very fast manner. I tell everything about the chapter to you all and we do question. That's the best way. In other words, it's like intensive class, like very fast. Like no more teach very slow like this. It's like one lesson one day. And then of course we will do some trial question also lah. Like after your trial exam in that time after I finish the Form 5 syllabus. So yeah, it'll be a bit hectic lah, your December and November. November, December will be our main month. We focus on trial questions and also, yeah, trial question and also past SPM question. November, December. Usually what I did, right, for the previous batch 06, when the SPM, I created a special group beside our main group. For those that want to score A plus, join that group. That one A plus for maths and maths. Not for everyone. Those who really want the A plus for modern maths and maths, we will discuss the trial paper. Not for the normal class people. Normal class people will just follow the intensive class lah for Form 4. Revise the Form 4 topic. But for those that want that A plus, we discuss trial question as a different lesson. Count me in. So early already. Okay, so later, no lah, not yet. But make sure that group, right, don't share to anyone because it's mainly for those who are really focused to get A plus, not anyone in the Form 5 or Form 4 group. Only for those that really aim for it will join that group. So you must know yourself lah, and then make the decision. I cannot decide for you. You must think, do you want the A plus or not? Or are you capable of achieving A plus? Sometimes, right, guys, want and capable is two different things. You must be realistic. Sometimes you say you want, but your ability in NMATs don't allow you to do it. So you cannot like say that I already pushed myself, but then why still never get? It's not that you never work hard. It's just that you're not meant for it. Yeah, different people have their own strengths sometimes. We have to be realistic with ourselves also, how far we can go. But of course, for those that have potential, if you don't work hard, definitely you still won't get lah. It's just like wasting your potential. So you still have to work hard, although you're capable of achieving it. So it works that way. But the end result is still the same. Yeah, I think it's better if you aim low. That's a good principle. Even for my SPM, right, I didn't aim high also. I also never think I'll get straight A plus. So then when get, very happy lah, because aim low. If you already set in your mind, must get straight A plus, must get straight A plus before the result come out. Okay lah, I get straight A plus. But how if I never get? Disappointed, right? So that's the problem. Your trials itself so good, Adi. Sometimes very hard to say. Even people very not good, I mean, not so good in trial, suddenly SPM gets straight A plus also got such case. Means we cannot judge our SPM result based on trial. Is sometimes very weird, SPM. Some people who expect to get straight A plus never get. Some people never expect at all get because it's marked by people we don't know. So that's the thing. If your school teacher mark, the pattern will be about the same as your school exam. But since this one is national, the pattern change a bit a day because the teacher don't know you. So it might affect in some ways your marks. But of course, what you answer must be correct lah. That's the primary thing. Secondary thing is what type of marker you get. That's also important. So that's why must pray a lot, to be honest. Prayers is very important. Beside hard work, you combine with prayers, very good already. Hard work alone not enough to get good things in the world. Must combine with prayers. Then only we'll achieve a lot. So yeah, especially for something like SPM, a big exam like that, because it can change your mark sometimes. You never know. So yeah. Any other question? Like anything related to maths and maths? Like you struggle anywhere, any particular bug? Waking up early is a necessity, right? For me, I don't do that. Any single day also, I never do that. I don't wake up early. I follow my normal schedule only. Normally, I wake up 7 to 8 around that time. But of course, if school, I wake up earlier lah to go to school. But let's say if you're talking about weekend, then it's 7 to 8 hours of studying. This one depends. If it's school day, then of course the hours will be less, maybe 2 hours, because come back from school itself so late. Am I right? And then my school is like over 3 p.m. Then come back 4 p.m. already. Then minus the time for dinner, yes, cocoa also. So yeah, maybe 2 hours lah, reasonable. Because I don't study late at night. Like after 10, I will stop studying already. Maybe 10 until 10:30 or so I still study. But above 11, right? I never study before above 11. It will stop before 11 always. So yeah. It doesn't mean you study more hours, right? You will get better result. Do you agree with me? It's how effective that hours of studying is, not the quantity of the hours. Again, is quality over quantity. Always believe in this principle. It doesn't mean you do more, you will get better result. It's how effective is it. For NMATs, would you advise doing time papers? Of course, because you must train your time so that you see whether you can solve the paper within the time limit or not. Must be honest to yourself lah. Like a real exam scenario, you do and see whether you can complete or not. Because usually at maths, a lot of people don't have time to finish, even in SPM. So yeah, because the paper sometimes if it comes out very challenging, right? You will spend more hours on a particular question. If it's not so straightforward as you see before, maybe sometimes you might get like a shock in SPM because they sometimes come out question you never see before. Even in the recent SPM and maths also got people tell come out question like never see before, even in trial. So that's the thing. You have to be prepared for those situations. Yeah, that question. I got discussed that question on my YouTube also when I did chapter one revision. I took that question out because a lot of people struggle. Yeah. That's why, right? If you see at maths, right, the most important thing is to get the first idea. Am I right? That first equation or that first information, right? Very important. If you never get it, very hard already to solve because everything is related, all the steps. So if you cannot start, very difficult. So that's why you must train your mind to think how to start the question by yourself. It must come naturally. Then you can get it already. As long you have the concept, the foundation in that chapter, you can solve already. No problem. Only thing is the starting. The GP was easy. You mean the GP in SPM? Oh, the most recent one. Oh, I didn't see that question yet actually. Oh, that one people say controversial also, right? Cause must write statement all justify your answer. Which one is like something? Got two situations, you must compare the value of answer. Am I right? That one. But then I feel like people say challenging also. I think it's simultaneous equation concept or something must use. But then it's like complex a bit because the formula is very big lah for SN, for arithmetic, geometric, all the stuff. If your algebra is good enough, and maths should be okay for you. Most of the people struggle because of algebra, and maths got a lot. That's the thing. If your lower form maths algebra not good, usually I will advise don't take maths. Okay, because you will struggle. Although you know the concept, if you want to like simplify your answer or continue some working, right, you will struggle, especially if it involves the algebra part. You see, guys, you learn differentiation and integration. Am I right? chapter 2, chapter 3. That one is come under calculus. But actually, if you see carefully, right, before you learn the concept to differentiate or integrate, you must arrange the equation, correct? You play with the equation first. So all those is algebra. So even in a topic like differentiation or integration, algebra is important. So yeah, algebra is in every single topic, no matter what. So it's very important. It support all the other field of maths like calculus, geometry, statistics. Algebra is the main thing. It control all of it. So if you don't get algebra, the other things cannot already. It won't function. Although you know the concept. So that's why algebra is important. So yeah. Wow, talk so much already. 9:50. Wow, 20 minutes. So any question? You have some more? Quite nice. Hopefully your NMATS exam also nice to you like this. The NMATS exam, the question talk to you like that. Give you the answer by itself. Actually, right, if you try more difficult question, you'll be more motivated to do the NMATS exam. Because if you only try the simple question, right, you don't challenge your mind. That's the thing. If you try only simple question, you feel like everything is okay, nothing, no problem. But if you try the difficult question, then only you see, this part I cannot get it already because the question level is harder already. So you must check and see which part you don't understand in that difficult question. Yeah, basically you just speed run, do all the trial, just keep on grinding 2020 to 2023, do all the states. You will see similar question in your trial, trust me, because they will take back from the previous years. They'll take this question from this state, that state, then make a paper just like that. So that's the importance for trial question. I used to do a coding topic. Yeah, yeah. When you come closer to SPM, right, you must do one whole set of paper. Don't do topical already because you must get used to the format, exact format of your trial and SPM. So you should switch from topical to exam format already. Unless you're very weak in a specific topic, then maybe you continue doing topical. If not, you can go on already to the real format. As long you moderate in every single chapter, you assess your level, like moderate already, then you proceed to trial question. If certain chapter in the weak level means then only you do the trial question. That's the concept. Anything else? Yeah. Keep on fighting lah. Don't stop anytime on the way. Keep on being consistent. That's the advice I can give for all of you. No lah. I still motivated. Really, yeah. Maybe my face deceive you a bit. I'm not tired. My face deceiving a bit sometimes. Guys, you think when I teach maths and maths, right, like just now, do you think I'm like too serious when teach? I don't know lah. No. Okay. Because I feel like I'm too serious. I don't know why. See? One person say serious already, locked in. Oh, just fine. Okay. Because sometimes people say like I strict when I teach, but I never scold what. So it's just like full locked in like that, focus like that. Because it's online class, so I must try to find a way to make you all focus. If scold also, I don't think that's the correct way to make you all focus. Am I right? If scold means you all will like don't focus already. You will like distracted a bit. Am I right? That's why I don't believe in like scolding lah, especially when teaching a subject to someone. Even if like your school teacher, maybe sometimes scold you. Am I right? Like usually maths and maths teacher is like categorized as the garang teacher. Am I right? Maths and maths teacher usually will be very garang because the subject itself is like that. My school teacher don't teach. Wow, this one different case already. Usually, from what I know, right, maths and maths teachers are very dedicated towards what they teach. Am I right? Your maths and maths teacher will always teach very good because they are passionate in that subject. That's why I feel. Some of my teachers don't even come to class. Okay, that one normal lah. Maybe got some reason behind it. Surely got reason. Am I right? Should have reason. You all must self-study in that case. Unless your teacher is really not good, you cannot understand what he or she teach, then that one different case already lah. Tuition, yes. That's why now online tuition very famous beside school learning. Last time was school learning, but now online tuition is so convenient already. So everyone just prefer online tuition now. Like school don't contribute much of the knowledge already now. It's like online tuition contribute a lot of the knowledge to you all. Am I right? That's why very different already now. At one point of time, I think school won't be necessary also because you can just learn online and go for the exam. Am I right? So many videos now available online for you to see. Just click, sit in front of the laptop, listen. That's all. That's the good thing about modern technology. So yeah. Anything else? Drag until 9:55. Okay, no more. Huh? Okay, good. So see you all next week. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye. Good night.